And it's dead. In vanilla Minecraft, bows are already a really strong weapon. And in today's video, we're gonna try to find a way to make the strongest bow possible with mods. We have bows, we have arrows, and we have custom enchantment, and we're gonna try to see what can we do with that and how strong can a bow get with mods. Hey everyone, my name is Feng, and let's jump right into it. So first of all, we're gonna set some rules. No modification on our characters, so no item that goes in the curio slot that can boost damage, because there's some artifact that can just double damage if you're like half HP, or if you're sneaking, you're doing crits or stuff like that. We are only gonna boost the bow itself or crossbow, because there could be some really powerful crossbow. Another thing, I'm gonna only use bows, arrows, enchantment that you could find on mod packs and mods that you will play in your survival world. So no bow that goes one shot everything. This bow is the strongest, bro. No, not like this. We're gonna keep it vanilla friendly. So I have taken the time to sort the bows by damage. So for instance, highest damage 10 is the normal bow. So if you take a normal bow and you go towards my dummy, which is a cow with 100,000 HP, and we just shoot at it, 7, 8, and 10. Sometimes very rarely you can have an 11, and most of the modded bows with normal arrows does the same damage. Then we move at 14 with the gobber bow. They are slightly stronger. At 17 we have the simple ore bow with more damage, then the bow of Apollo, and then it goes on. We have the bow of Artemis, which we cannot remove the power 5 that is inscribed on it. So these are all unenchanted bows except this one, because this one. And at the end we have the sunshine bow from Advent of Ascension. And I haven't took the time to sort every bow from Advent of Ascension because they already have the average damage written. So the strongest one is the sunshine bow with 27 average damage, which leads it to 36th highest damage, which is really strong. But the one that takes the cake is the dragon bone bow with the dragon bone arrow, because with the normal arrow it does normal damage, but the dragon bow, this thing is insane. 46, 32. So it's around 40, and we're not even enchanted yet. Also, in these chests, I also have more bows from Dungeons Gears. Dungeons Gears add bows, crossbows, enchantment, weapons from Minecraft Dungeon. And most of these bows here are not exactly what we want, because they all do the same damage as normal bow, except they have some enchantment or effect that mostly rely on soul, but this is not going to make a bow strong. What we are interested in is these bow here. Strong, charge, attack, and especially the guardian bow with supercharge. We're gonna get back to what supercharge is in a moment. But the most important part are the enchantment, especially Dungeons Gears enchantment, but also the normal enchantment. So to do a quick test, let's add power 5 to a bow, which is still vanilla. This makes it considerably stronger, like almost twice as strong, 23 damage. So what if we put power on these strong bow here? First, the sunshine bow, which use normal arrows. 40, 31. So you see power 5 didn't do much more on this bow, but on the dragon bone bow, 55, 52, 58. So this is almost twice as much as the Warden's attack, but we're just getting started. Oh, also we haven't looked at the guardian bow. Let's look at the guardian bow unenchanted. 15, 16, 20. So with power 5, it now does like 30 something damage, but that's not enough. We're gonna add multi-shot to our bows. Oh yes, there's a mod called Sneaky Magic, and it lets enchantment that are not supposed to go on bows go on bow, like multi-shot. We're also gonna add Flash Fire's enchantment, which is called Sharpshooter. So with Sharpshooter 3 and multi-shots, let's look at how many damage our bow does. 100. That's the normal bow. We are at 100 damage. Because Sneaky Magics lets the multiple arrow from multi-shot at the same time. So you get these arrows all doing damage at the same time. So now our bow does 130. Our bone bow, 200. 243. And the guardian bow, 130. So the guardian bow is one of the weakest, because we haven't even talked about Dungeons gears. Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, I already did a short on how to one-shot the Wither with these enchantments, but I'm gonna walk you through how to get an OP bow. You need Supercharge, Dynamo Tree, and Overcharge. These three things will multiply the strength of your bow. Overcharge makes so that when you hold the bow charged, the longer you hold it, the stronger the shot becomes. Supercharge makes so that charged attack deals more damage, and normally Dynamo would add damage after a roll, but since you can't roll in Minecraft, they made it so that when you jump, you accumulate the Dynamo effect, and when you let go of the arrow, all the damage, 346. So now we can one-shot the Wither. But what about the Bone Bow? 748. Twice 800 damage. I just realized something, I made a mistake. These three bow are not supposed to receive Dynamo, Overcharge, and Supercharge. The reason is, in survival, you cannot apply these three enchantments on these bow. So let me change that, I'll be right back. Sorry for this little oversight on my part. Although, in the config of Sneaky Magic, you could make it possible to combine Overcharge, Dynamo, and Supercharge together on these bow with config. But for now, let's keep it simple and let's not modify any config. Let's see how much damage it now does. So we're back at 135. So that means that the Guardian Bow with the Dynamo is in the 600, which overshadowed all of these bows. And if you even want with Sneaky Magic, you can add quick charge to these bow, except the Guardian Bow for some reason. So now you can really do some DPS. But the Guardian Bow still takes the cake with 500 to 800 damage. But wait a second, we're still using normal arrows. What about modded arrows, right, Mr. Cow? With no AI, that's just getting shot with 100,000 XP? Okay, so here we have a little collection of modded arrows. So we're just gonna look at the strongest because these are from the same mod and they do have different damage, but the strongest is probably the Superstar or the Ender Dragon Arrow from Armor Plus. We have Wormroost Purple Geode Arrow, Sharktooth Arrow from Alex Mobs, and the Hydra Arrow from Ice and Fire. So if we put the Superstar Arrow in our left hand and we now use this bow, it doesn't change anything as we can see. In fact, I feel we do less damage. So let's try the Sharktooth Arrow from Alex Mobs. Will it boost the damage? Not really for the bow. Neither this one. But what about the Guardian Bow? 500. 500. So it doesn't change anything. 600. Now let's go for the Hydra Arrow from Ice and Fire, which you need Hydra Feng to craft. So they are really costly. 700. Almost 800. 1,000! 1,000 damage, okay. And to finish this off, let's try the Purple Geode Arrow. 900. 1,100. So it does almost 1,000 damage every time. So this is the strongest you can get, right? Right? No. You might have heard about this little mod, Quark. You know the mod that adds a sword container and some quality of life stuff? They also added Ancient Tome. And these Ancient Tome make so that you can surpass the limit of a normal enchantment. So let's say you combine a Power 5 with an Ancient Tome Power 5, you get Power 6. It seems logic, you just put one level over every enchantment, but there's a catch. I've tried it before. And if you put Sharpshooter 4, Supercharge 4, Dynamo 4, Overcharge 4, something stopped working and the damage is reduced to 300 instead of 1,000 something. So now let's see just Power 6, the difference in damage. Almost 1,200 damage. Almost 1,200 again. This is insane. Okay, it's a really expensive bow that you will want to put mending on. Maybe if we put Sharpshooter 4, but not the Supercharged Dynamo Overcharge, will it count? Or is this the one that is breaking the damage? Yeah, oh my god, 1,346! That's the highest we've got. My cow is almost dead and it has 100,000 HP. Wait, let me heal it. Boop. So before the end, we're gonna look at 2 crossbow and 1 bow that act really differently than the other bows. First crossbow, we have the Harp Crossbow, which always shoots multiple bolts, but with multi-shot. This thing just like block out the sun. So when you get really close to a mob, this thing can deal in the 300 damage, 400 damage. And with piercing, if there's a bunch of mobs, you can just go through a whole army with that. And then we have the corrupted crossbow, which adds Dynamo 1 by itself, faster projectile, and has multi-shot. So this one also is a beast. It also reloads really fast. But speaking of reloading fast, this is the Shiree Gem Bow. It's from Advent of Ascension, so it's pretty big mod, but this thing has a draw time of 0.33 seconds without Quick Charge 4. So with Quick Charge 4, it becomes a machine gun. These are all fully charged arrow, by the way. They all have the particles. I cannot add dynamo or something on this, but I wouldn't even have the time to jump, so we're gonna have to do with power 6, sharpshooter 6, and we can just spam. Look at that. So to finish this in beauty, we're gonna add the netherite monstrosity. So this thing has 360 HP. Let's jump in survival mode and see how long does it take. So this was the bone bow. Let's look at the Shiree Gem Bow now. It is immune to arrow while it's doing this animation, but as soon as it ends, it's dead. Now let's look at the Harp Crossbow. Oh my god! It has some knockback on that thing. But it's definitely slower. What if we use this one? It's dead. And now to finish this off, let's use the Guardian Bow, which should close in on the 1000. And it's dead. It's over. Anyway, that's as much as I can go for a bow with the mod that I know. I'm pretty sure there's some mods out there for survival, not just for having a strong bow that does 100,000 damage, that I just don't know about. There's probably some mods that can even multiply more the damage that this bow does. But that's what I know. That's all I have for you today. Hope you enjoyed. This was 1.16.5, not 1.18 or 1.19. There's different mods in these versions, so this is specifically for 1.16.5. Look at that, son. I might do a BMM on Nikori once all the bosses are out on 1.16. If you want to see a video where I test what mobs can survive this bow, it's gonna probably be in the top right corner or at the end of this video once the video come out. It's not gonna be as soon as I upload this video, but it is gonna come in one day. But anyway, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and as always, you're awesome, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Will I die if I just receive my own arrow?